Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna go over an analog horror series that is very new and you guys recommended it to me a ton. Prehistoric Emergence. In this series, everything is very normal on Earth until all of a sudden a bunch of holes start to appear in the ocean. And what comes out of these holes are a bunch of animals that we previously thought were extinct. You may not think that this is a big issue, but turns out these things love to eat humans and are going to drastically destroy the ecosystem. And that's only just scratching the surface of the problems that are about to happen in this series. This series is created by AZUNStudios, so be sure to go check out their channel. The link will be at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. Now, this series only has 2 episodes so far, but you guys were recommending this to me so much that I had to go over it. So enough of me yapping, let's jump right in. Prehistoric Emergence, Episode 1. Emergency alert system, do not enter the ocean. This is not a test. Your life is in potential danger. Please pay attention to the following broadcast.
All coastal regions and beaches across the nation are to be immediately evacuated and closed until further notice. All water-related activities, including boating, fishing, and swimming, are strictly prohibited. Unprecedented marine activity has been detected, with reports of previously extinct oceanic species reappearing and exhibiting aggressive behavior. Do not approach the water under any circumstances and listen carefully to the following information. Numerous, thought to be extinct species, have re-emerged in our oceans. The reason for the re-emergence of these previously extinct marine species is currently unknown. Although, it is theorized that the formation of a massive blue hole in the ocean has provided these ancient creatures with an entry point into our waters. This blue hole is believed to lead to a hidden region where these extinct animals have continued to exist.
Interesting.
The following species are considered extremely dangerous and are to be avoided at all costs.
Oh my god, are we gonna get to see
The
them?
Mosasaurus, the Dinkleosteus, and the Megalodon.
Megalodon.
This nightmarish marine predator is considered to be a colossal, monstrous lizard. It is equipped with a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth, capable of tearing through flesh and bone with ease.
Nice.
The Mosasaurus will eat anything, including humans. This behavior poses a serious threat to ocean ecosystems and endangers countless species. Mosasaurs can grow up to over 50 feet in length.
Nah. That's insane. Okay. When just watching this, my first impression was like, yeah, that's obviously terrifying for humans that like go to the beach or go into the water. But it is a really good point that the introduction of these species back into the ecosystem, you know, since they were extinct, would cause massive problems to the ecosystem because, especially if they're like these overwhelming predators, you know what I mean? But Jesus, that thing is big. That would be horrifying to encounter. Sharks are horrifying enough, but something this big, that's... Yeah, no thanks.
Its massive size makes it easily identifiable in the water.
Yeah.
The average human can swim at a speed of around 2 to 3 miles per hour. The Mosasaurus can swim at a speed of 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, you're not getting away from that thing.
Mosasaurs have been spotted in a wide range of oceanic climates ranging from tropical oceans to polar oceans. It has been reported that there is an especially high population of mosasaurs in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
Furthermore, there have been several instances of mosasaurs capsizing small boats and consuming the passengers. Beware that mosasaurs will stick their head above the water to scan their surroundings. If you see this, leave the vicinity immediately.
Wow. The fact that... Oh my god, I didn't even think about it being a threat to boats because of its size too. That's insane. Oh my god. Yeah, at this point, No one's going in the ocean. You shouldn't even have a boat in the ocean, especially with something that size. I mean, even if you just had a smaller boat that you want to take out just a little bit off the coast, you're still screwed. That thing is still gonna like swallow you whole pretty much. And it's so fast too. It's probably hard to get away from. But I'm curious what these other ones are about to be and if they're gonna be bigger.
This ancient creature was the world's first apex predator. The Dinkleosteus's armored head makes it exceptionally difficult to subdue. Its thick, bony plating cannot be penetrated by standard bullets.
Okay.
Only harpoons and high-velocity bullets can breach its defenses. The Dinkleosteus is about 13 feet in length.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Despite its size, it has an incredibly high bite force. For reference, the crocodile has a bite force of 3,700 psi. The Dinkleosteus has a bite force greater than 6,000 psi.
Okay.
Its size and maneuverability allow it to attack swiftly and without warning. The Dinkleosteus is currently being investigated for additional weaknesses. Furthermore, it has been discovered that the Dinkleosteus is very aggressive. In order to survive an encounter with this predator, it is recommended that you employ avoidance.
Okay. So they didn't say, I mean, obviously the last one is gigantic, but I guess maybe you could shoot at it and kill it. But this one literally has like armor over its body and it has like this incredible bite force. I mean, yeah, people are just gonna have to stay out of the ocean. I think we're kind of screwed. I do want to speak about like where they came from, but we'll wait till the end of this video to do that. The Megalodon.
This prehistoric behemoth has once again reclaimed its title as the ultimate predator. Its insatiable hunger is leading to catastrophic declines in marine populations. Megalodons eat up to 2,500 pounds of food a day. This
God.
leads to a massive drop in ocean wildlife and will certainly
No, not the turtles. Not the turtles! Damn, yeah, ecosystems are screwed because of this.
Ecosystems. This oceanic titan can grow over 60 feet long, making it the largest predator in our oceans.
Wow.
This shark's jaw is so massive it can fit 2 adult humans with ease. Its teeth can grow up to 7 inches long. If megalodons are not dealt with, they will devastate our ocean beyond repair, permanently putting our food security and economy at risk. Trust that authorities are urgently handling the situation.
That's crazy. Could you imagine just chilling in your boat and then like 5 seconds later you're just in this thing's stomach? Nah.
Do your part by cooperating with these instructions and being willing to assist financially with the management of these sea monsters. For now, the ocean is no longer in our control.
Alright, I actually really like this concept. I'm happy that you guys have recommended this one so much to me. The idea of once extinct, gigantic aquatic creatures now coming out and being a problem to humans in the modern day and just the ecosystem in general is a really dope idea. And I think it's interesting, the whole blue hole thing. What did they call it exactly? So, for some reason, this massive blue hole opened, and it seems that on the other side of this hole was a region of the water where these creatures had still survived for all of these years. Like they never went extinct, but they just didn't have access to the ocean that we have right now. So a few questions like, how did the blue hole even happen? Did something cause it to happen, or did it just form over time? 2, is there more that's deeper in this blue hole that we just don't know about yet? And 3, how are they going to handle these things? Because I'm guessing there's like hundreds or maybe even thousands of them coming out of this blue hole. And if they're destroying the ecosystem, that's obviously a huge problem for like 1,000 different reasons. You would have to basically make these 3 creatures go extinct again by taking them out. But obviously we know the armored one is going to be a pain. The Megalodon and the first one are just gigantic. Like, I don't even know how you would go about that, but it's definitely an interesting concept and I'm curious to see where it goes. But it's crazy that now, like, I guess unless you have like this gigantic boat, you basically just shouldn't be in the water. Anybody that has a small boat, you're screwed. If you want to go swimming on the beach, you're screwed. Like, there's just no way that we're allowed to be in the ocean now. We're no longer a top dog. We're no longer safe. But I'm really curious to see where the next one goes, so let's jump into the next video. Prehistoric Emergence, Episode 2. Okay, before we jump into the next episode though, there is something in the description and it says, "Welcome, we're the AZUNStudios Channel. Our objective is to cover the prehistoric emergence. This phenomenon began just a month ago when Dunkleistus, Mosaurus, and Megalodon suddenly reappeared in our oceans through mysterious blue holes. Now we face a similar predicament on land, with many caves and deep holes suddenly emerging. While our governments claim to have the situation under control, it seems that we will have to adapt to life among these prehistoric creatures." Okay, so before even starting episode 2, we just learned that there's not just one hole in the ocean, there are several that are appearing, which definitely doesn't make this sound normal at all. Now, if there was just like one hole in the ocean that somehow may have caved in and accessed a once covered part of the ocean that still had these animals alive in it, that would make more like logical sense to me. But the fact that all of these holes all around the world opened at the same time, and then now there's caves that are basically doing the same thing on land, something's off about that. But it seems we're gonna learn about some land creatures now, so here we go.
Breaking news. More prehistoric creatures have been spotted. They have been seen emerging from newly formed deep holes and caves. We are the AZUNStudios Channel. It is our duty to keep you updated on the prehistoric emergence.
Thank you. I appreciate you, AZUNStudios.
Similar to the blue holes emerging in the ocean, alike formations have now been spotted on land. These openings have been discovered in various locations across the globe. We strongly advise you to maintain a safe distance and refrain from entering these unknown voids. Stay tuned until the end of the broadcast for more updates on these openings. Attention residents of Australia.
Listen, any Australians watching, nah, this is crazy. Anybody from Australia watching, I love you guys, but your home, your place terrifies me. The snakes, the spiders, the bugs, every time I see some in Australia, it's always crazy. So if you guys are having a prehistoric emergence over there, I can't even begin to imagine what you guys are about to deal with.
All pets and children indoors. The Megalania has returned to haunt the continent.
The who?
This giant lizard is equipped with razor-sharp claws and serrated teeth. The Megalania can grow up to 23 feet in length and weigh over 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
For your safety, avoid venturing into forests or wooded areas. The Megalania's coloration allows it to disappear into its surroundings.
Wow. So it blends into the environment.
There have been several sightings of Megalanias in urban locations. If you spot a Megalania, call local authorities immediately. Attention, the woolly mammoth has made its glorious return.
That's cool.
It is abundant in tundra and steppe environments. The woolly mammoth grows to be 13 feet tall and weighs around 6 tons.
That is crazy.
They are not considered to be dangerous unless provoked.
That's a
If
cool one.
spotted, do not engage with the woolly mammoth or its offspring. They are already being mass hunted for their tusks, which are worth over $10,000 on average.
I forgot about that.
Meanwhile, legislation is slowly being considered to ban the hunting of these mammoths. The Toronto Zoo is excited to announce it will be the first zoo to feature the woolly mammoth.
It's so funny that like this giant event is happening on Earth where these once extinct, gigantic, insanely dangerous creatures are now emerging again, and humans were like, yes, money. Let's throw it in a zoo and have people come see it. And hunting them for their tusks, I didn't even think about things like that.
Buy tickets now to visit the mammoth next month. The megalodon returned just a month ago and devastated oceanic ecosystems. Authorities have been working tirelessly to combat this threat, but now it seems that we have an ally in this fight.
Oh?
Meet the Leviathan. This killer sperm whale is powerful enough to even kill megalodons. The Leviathan can grow to around 60 feet in length. While its length is similar to a megalodon, it has an advantage in mass. The megalodon weighs 50 tons, while the Leviathan weighs around 57 tons. The megalodon has the highest recorded bite force out of any animal that has ever existed, with its teeth being 7 inches in length. Although its bite force isn't as powerful, the Leviathan's teeth are a foot long and angled forward, making it tremendously difficult for its prey to escape once bitten. Furthermore, the Leviathan has superior intelligence, speed, and durability. It is estimated that it would win against the megalodon about 65% of the time.
Okay. And that's great and all. Like, that's great that it's gonna hunt the megalodons and, you know, try to get rid of them because it's just a natural competitor. But is the Leviathan also basically doing the same thing that the megalodon is? Because if that's the case, then what's the difference? It's just another threat, isn't it? But I guess if it isn't destroying the ecosystem and eating a ton of other things like the megalodon is, then I guess it's fine. But I feel like this is just an equal problem. Ooh.
Megalodons gain an advantage in situations where they can sneak up on Leviathans. Our hope is that both creatures will keep each other in check. The situation is being monitored, as Leviathans could quickly become a threat to ecosystems if overpopulated.
Okay, yeah. So they're just gonna hunt each other.
Reports are now coming in. Colombia and India have entered a state of emergency. Authorities are enforcing a strict lockdown, as dangerous prehistoric snake species have emerged. The lockdown serves to protect the citizens and prevent these creatures from spreading to other regions.
Well, show me what it looks like.
Snakes measure around 45 feet in length and are aggressive towards humans. The Titanoboa has infiltrated Colombia. It is advised to avoid bodies of water in this region, as the Titanoboa is an aquatic snake.
Aquatic snake?
Hand, the Vasuki indicus is a terrestrial snake.
Wait. So there's 2 giant snakes now? And one's aquatic, and one's not?
This swamp giant's diet consists of big fish and crocodiles. It will dominate the swamp's ecosystem without challenge. The Colombian National Police are closing off the waterways to prevent this creature from spreading elsewhere. Swamps are being closely monitored for its presence. Not much is known of the Vasuki indicus. It has been seen to attack larger mammals and humans. citizens are pleading for the army to intervene, as this snake is terrorizing the country. This snake is named after a divine serpent. This serpent is often depicted coiled around the neck of Hindu god Shiva. An international organization is being formed to handle the prehistoric emergence. In the meantime, many governments are resorting to bombing the openings to prevent more animals from reappearing. A worker on one of these sites recorded a strange sound coming from one of these formations. It is now speculated that these creatures emerged from these formations as an escape from something more dangerous.
Oh no.
Stay tuned and stay alert, as more dangers may appear.
Okay, so... damn. You're screwed. The planet's screwed. I mean, obviously these holes are going to continue opening and more species are going to continue to emerge, and they all just sound incredibly dangerous. Or I think the only one that isn't really dangerous is the woolly mammoth, where it only is aggressive if you provoke it, which, I mean, just don't provoke it. First we had to stay out of the oceans, but now it's like, it's just on lands now, like all these creatures. First it's the snakes and the giant lizards in Australia, and it's like, what is next? And now we're already getting hints that there's something way bigger deep under these holes wherever these creatures are coming from. And it seems that the reason why these creatures are now emerging on the surface is because they were trying to escape whatever was down there. So the question is, what is it? How big is it? And how many are there? And I'm sure we'll definitely get to see more. I mean, there's only 2 episodes out of this so far, which is unfortunate for you guys, because now we're gonna have to wait to get episode 3 and further. I am really enjoying this though. I like the concept. I like getting a look at the animals and stuff like that. But dude, this thing is that's insane. That's horrifying. That thing could literally swallow a couple humans whole. That is gigantic. 108 non-provoked attacks, so people are just walking around and then just got attacked by this thing. I do think that this is a horrible idea, throwing bombs into the holes. I think it's a good and a bad idea, because bombing the holes may cover them back up again, but at the same time, bombing the holes may just anger further what's underneath, and then more might come out to just bother or kill humans. I think this is good. We're definitely going to hear back more about this. The GPAC, or the Global Prehistoric Affairs Commission, who are now formed and apparently going to be dealing with a lot of these issues firsthand. I'm sure they're going to be trying to come up with ways to stop this, or different things to learn about these creatures and whatnot. So I expect to hear more about their actions in episode 3. But yeah, that is it for Prehistoric Emergence so far. I think once like 2 or 3 more episodes come out, I'll just go over it again. But big shout out to AZUNStudios. If you guys could please go over to AZUNStudios Channel, the link will be in the description down below. Please be sure to go support them and subscribe to them. Make sure to like the videos. The more support that these videos get, the more likely that we are to see more. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. But again, guys, thank you so much for recommending this series. If you guys have any more recommendations, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And also be sure to let me know any thoughts or theories that you guys have as far as where this might go next. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like on it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. But alright guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.